All right, let me tell you something. Okay? Okay? Let me tell you something. You want to hear something? All right.
Tell me something.
I haven't drank since 2019. Okay? Not by choice. I just, we had the pandemic and when do I go out? Right? I got kids. Who cares? Today is my daughter's 6th birthday. We had a party at my house. And Elsa came over.
Oh, boy.
Well, guys, I'm pretty close. Okay? Pretty close on grabbing that fucking wagon and jumping right back on. All right? What a fucking day.
Was today your actual birthday as well?
Today is her actual birthday, as we're recording, not air date. 6.
Happy 6th birthday, redacted. Happy 6th birthday, redacted.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping it redacted.
Yes.
Not because I care, because my wife's a psycho.
But fun day. So you've had a really chill, laid-back day.
Yeah, I don't say the names. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
I don't give a fuck about it at all. So let's go.
Yeah, we talk about your ex-wife constantly.
My family's open.
Jess?
I call her Jessica now.
Oh, sorry, Miss Miss Snell?
Miss Snell, yeah, she's re-snelled. Suck on that.
Re-snelled? Oh boy.
It's me. Jessica.
All right, well, speaking of, this is the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle, that's Bern Pockasy, and he's Liam Reese. Tonight, we're going to bring you some news stories. We're going to give you the bare bones of these stories, and we're going to ask you to guess some things about the story that you can kind of deduce on your own. Maybe it's the age, maybe it's the sex, maybe it's the location, and maybe it's a bucket of knives. We don't know. All right, there's some bonus stuff, and I love a good bonus. But tonight, your boy, Old Uncle Matty, love a good bonus. Tonight, your boy, Old Uncle Matty, is kicking it off. So, are we ready? Ready, willing, and Gable. All right, here we go. So, first story. I'm asking for the classic ASL, and that's it. No bonus. Classic ASL, no bonus. The reason I'm asking for no bonus is I'm going to give you a lot of the story. All right, I'm giving you a lot of story. Okay, it's been brought to my attention. I skimp on story sometimes. All right, sometimes I skimp on story, so I'm going to give you some story, and you're going to have to do the classic ASL. And by ASL, we mean Liam gave us this, and it's the age, sex, location. Because every time we asked for the sex, we'd always say yes, please. So we couldn't do it anymore.
Yep.
So ASL it is. We're a bunch of third graders. Either way. An adult person had an incident at their local Starbucks last month. The adult person had stopped in for a tea when they noticed a pride flag hanging on the wall inside the store. The person told the manager they were offended by the flag and they should put up an American flag. The adult person allegedly then threw their tea at the flag and tore it off the wall before stuffing it into a trash can. The adult person was arrested for criminal mischief and spent a few hours in jail, but the long-term consequences may have been more influential. The adult person lost their job and is on the hunt for a new gig. This adult person has asked if anyone is looking for a recalcitrant funeral director.
Oh my God.
Is it recalcitrant or recalcitrant?
Recalcitrant.
Fuck on me. You
You're
college
close enough.
words, Vern. You and your fucking college words. So one more time, I'm going through it. An adult person had an incident at their local Starbucks last month. The adult person had stopped in for a tea when they noticed a pride flag hanging on the wall inside the store. The adult person told the manager they were offended by said flag and they should put up an American flag instead. The adult person then allegedly threw their tea at said flag and tore it off the wall before stuffing said flag into a trash can. The adult person was arrested for criminal mischief and spent a few hours in the can, but the long-term consequences may have been more influential. The person lost their job and is on the hunt for a new gig. The adult person is asked, is anyone looking for a recalcitrant funeral director? Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. First things first, and I want to get right out and say this. I only have been a coffee drinker for a few years. I was a long time tea drinker, right? And I've always fought for equality of tea being both a masculine and feminine beverage. Sure. But in this situation, with all that being said, and with me being sensitive to the male tea drinking community, my first thought here, with all the other details of the story, is this is a broad. This is a lady.
Can I ask, are you a member of
the
tea party?
You think it's a dude? No,
I do.
No tea party for me. All right, so you're thinking dude.
I do think dude, because when you're getting to throwing stuff at the flag and ripping it down and stuffing it into the trash can, that sounds like something a dude is doing, to be honest with you.
See, for me, I feel like a dude attacks the person while the broad attacks the property. That's my thinking here. I'm thinking throwing tea at a flag and ripping a flag off a wall, while aggressive, is not inherently violent. Where dudes tend to be like, "Oh, did you hang that flag? Tell me you hung that flag up so I can punch them in the face." You know,
you got to remember, there's a lot of dudes out there that are like so fucking stuck on like politics and shit right now, and you know what I mean, and like it just, I don't know. I have an image of this person in my head, and it's like 50 plus years old dude. He's on Facebook all day, like, you know, looking at.
They did say they are a funeral
Turning
director.
Point and stuff. Yeah,
and
funeral director, I feel like, is a dude
male coded. Shit, I think you're right, Lee.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I forgot about the funeral director. I don't know that I've ever seen.
Hey man, I mean, we can each put a ticket in. And like you can,
I hear you.
Hedge your bets.
I hear you, but no, you're right. Funeral director. I don't know that I've ever seen a female funeral director. I don't know if it's.
I would love a stat on like the percentage of male.
Liam, I think I got it. No, I think I felt pretty strongly female, but her job I did not see as. I forgot about funeral director. I think it's a dude. I'm gonna go dude as well. Just because of that fact. I think we're right. I think 50 plus is a fine.
Can I give you a stat?
Yeah, give me a stat.
Want to hear a stat, guys? A little stat.
Give me a little stat.
Approximately 31 to 39% of morticians are female, with recent data from the Data USA showing that it at 33.6% as of 2023. Indicating 38.8, while men still outnumber women in the workforce. The number of women entering the field is growing rapidly, with over 70% of mortuary science graduates being female in recent years.
All right, so
current workforce stands at 33.6.
I feel strong enough that out of a 1 in 3, my instincts are saying female. So Liam, let's split that ticket. I'm going to go female.
Can I also say, I mean, they did bring up that it's a growing field for females. Do you think this has to do with like the female love of like a murder crime drama? Right? Because morticians are heavy in the murder crime
drama. That is
drama.
possible. Yeah, that's entirely
right. Like I feel
possible.
like they've watched those things. Like, oh, that's an interesting job.
You want to get your hands. You want to be able to solve that crime.
Yeah, I want to touch. I want to touch. I want to feel. I want to deal with the police.
Liam, were you thinking 50 plus? I'm good with 50 plus because really that's not a huge
bonus
range.
Should be, do they watch Fox News?
I would say so. If they're ripping the flag down,
If they're ripping the pride flag down, I would say.
I'm gonna have to say so, dude.
Watch Fox News. And location. I mean,
this could be. That's a hard one to narrow down. We're talking about Starbucks anywhere in America, but
there's
it's
Starbucks
somewhere.
Everywhere.
So you got to think it's a red state. You know what I mean? So
it's a red state.
Just because of what's happening, I want to put it out there. I don't give a shit about red or blue. You know what I mean? But just
Same.
Since we're
but we're doing the
guessing,
math.
since
We're
we're
doing math.
guessing here, yeah,
Yeah, we're doing math here. This is a math problem,
Yeah,
not a political ideology.
Right.
So, I mean, Florida, this
Florida.
sounds like a very
Yeah.
Florida thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always the number one guess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing, if it's a coin flip, then it's Florida. We know how this goes.
Florida male 50 plus. I'm doing it.
And I'm with Liam. I'm going female, but lock it in.
All right, guys, I'll tell you, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're almost pitching a perfect game here. All right. So, Tucker Kemp, male, 31.
Oh.
Of St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, he is rethinking his decision after an incident at a local Starbucks last month. According to the Smoking Gun, Mr. Kemp had stopped for a tea while he noticed a pride flag hanging on the wall inside the store. He told the manager he was offended and that they should put up the American flag. He then allegedly threw his tea at the flag, tore it off the wall before stuffing it into a trash can. Kemp was arrested for criminal mischief and spent a few hours in jail, but the long-term consequences were more influential. Kemp lost his job at nearby Dignity Memorial, which I think is a hospital, and is on the hunt for a new gig.
I think it's a funeral home.
Yeah, he said his poor decisions led to my rightful arrest and termination from my career. Anyone looking for a recalcitrant funeral director. So there you go, boys. Pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Pretty good.
Not too
good.
Shabby.
Yep. So awesome. All right. So that was your boy doing it up. Next, I'm going to you, old Benoit Payud.
You got that right, baby. We're going a little different from the ASL this week. We're going, what was the cause of the disgrace?
Ooh.
Who was the family member?
Ooh.
And what was the object that was thrown? All right. Yeah, wow. This is a wild one.
So no classic anything.
No classic anything. We're going outside the board.
Not and again, classic. I'm gonna all right.
Try to give you. I love a non-class. I went full classic, and you went non. I love it. Hey, I love it. Let's switch it up, babe.
All right. A disgraced ex-soccer federation boss was pelted with an object or objects by his own family member during a chaotic launch event for his new book about his World Cup downfall. We're talking about Luis Robles, 48, a former president of the Royal Spanish Football Federation, was at his new book signing. This guy has had a lot of controversy, has been disgraced. He's kind of a pariah there. And a member of his family at this event stood up and started hurling an object or objects at him. Now, I'm going to take some questions here. He was disgraced because he was the head of the Spanish Soccer Federation. He kissed forward Jenny Hermosa, 35, without her consent during the 2023 World Cup celebrations, which were on stage and televised. He then had a lot of controversy around that, but that's not what got him disgraced. Okay, he had a lot of the controversy that surrounded that, and what came afterwards is what made him disgraced. So I'm asking you: is what eventually got him disgraced? What kind of family member showed up to this book signing, and what was the object or objects that were hurled at Luis Robles?
All right, Schmigley. First thing I'm thinking, if it's a family member that threw it, they're probably pissed that they were either mentioned in the book or left out of the book, right? Either one, right? So either they were mentioned in the book in a bad way that it was like a lie, you know what I mean? Or they weren't giving credit for a story that he told, or like he stole a story from him, you know what I mean? So those are the two things I'm thinking are the cause. The family member, maybe a ex-wife, maybe wife, something like that.
I like ex-wife.
Yeah, I like ex-wife a lot. The object, I think, and it's a chicleta, right? Is that how you say it? What is the Spanish word for flip-flop?
I don't know.
Yeah, how the
But
fuck would
that's
I know?
but like what the reason I say it is like I chanclas or something. But either way, I know that that's like a Spanish mom favorite. They'll take it off their foot and they start whacking, fucking whacking.
I mean, that's
You
a
know, I got
favorite.
some.
That's a favorite of grandmothers in general. I think.
Well,
Hmm.
like but it's the flip
Too.
flop is like, dude. If it's me, my mom was a big frying pan spoon gal because she was in the
Yeah,
kitchen,
same.
you know. So like the
Yep.
Italians, they got the kitchen utensils, right? Like
Yep.
with the spoons or the pans and whatnot. You know, if you're
Matt
Irish,
wasn't.
it's usually
Matt
a
wasn't. Matt
bottle.
wasn't. Matt wasn't aware that he was Italian at the time, but now it all makes sense in
No, yeah, I was
retrospect.
getting Italianed up, you
Nice.
know. Yeah, I
My
was
mom was. My
Italianed
mom was
up.
hot with the shoe. My mom was hot with the shoe. My mom could wrap a shoe around a doorway to a little bit. She had a
But
little splurb on
it
that.
wasn't a flip flop, it was a shoe.
No, my mom would never wear flip flops.
Right, you're in cold weather. You're that's what I'm saying.
Not up here. We got
Yeah.
fakes.
Right. You know, you got she probably had a nice little snow boot on. That'll leave a mark. You know,
I
get a
hope you're hoping
Timberland
not.
across the butt, you know, a little Timbo across the hiney.
Guys,
So,
if
you
this
know.
if this helps at all, the name of the book was called Matar Roblias, which translates to "Kill Roblias." So that's him. He wrote a book called "Kill." I mean, like you wrote a book called "Kill Lavelle."
Yeah.
If that gives you any indication as to like maybe why he was disgraced or his general attitude towards things or why someone would want to
Here we
throw
go.
things.
Here we go, Lishmigli. Here we go. You ready? Your old
All
Uncle
right.
Mattie's got it. I've cracked
There
the
you go,
case.
Liam.
I'm the
God damn it.
detective. Here we go. Liam, thank you. You're welcome. Here we go. It's ex-wife, right?
Agreed. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And then, right? And then in the book, he talks about fooling around. Huh?
Yeah, so I think
You
agreed.
know?
I think that's why they're pissed. I know Byrne said that's
Or
not.
says she tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
I think
she
it's
threw
more.
you know,
I think the
go.
reason he's disgraced is stealing money. You're at the top. So, something like that. Something like FIFA has like an infinite amount of money that you probably think you can skim and nobody notices.
Ooh.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, didn't they have that big scandal, FIFA?
FIFA is a big scandal. FIFA
Yeah.
is just one ongoing,
Like
continuous,
it's a
Yeah.
pay to
massive
play,
scandal.
right?
Yeah.
That's
It's
why it
all
was
pay to
in
play.
Qatar.
Yeah, yeah. FIFA is an ongoing, is the greatest money grift that is like 60 years old and just shows
Yeah.
no signs of stop.
Bern, I'll tell you, there's not a lot of people that look good in a knitted hat. You wear a knitted hat pretty well, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks,
Pretty
buddy.
well.
I appreciate that.
You always have. You know, you could have been a sailor with that, that cap.
I could have been
Ahoy, a sailor.
a yo
sailor.
ho ho and a bottle of seltzer, bottle
How
of club
about it,
soda.
Daddy? You know. Okay, so I'm saying ex-wife. I would think maybe, oh man, I feel like maybe talked about now that Byrne brought up the murder thing. Maybe he lied about a story about wanting to kill her or wanting him to kill or her to kill him, and then she threw, the supposed murder weapon or maybe a shoe. I'm still on the shoe
Mhm.
thing. Women love to throw a shoe, especially if you had a kid. You're throwing a shoe.
Or throw paint. People like to throw paint on people to make them look bad and stuff when they're, when they're rich people. Yeah, that's what I'll go with. I'll go with
Maybe it's a soccer trophy.
throw a soccer trophy at him.
Yeah, because isn't it like, all you ever cared about is your trophies? Here, take it, you bastard! What are we doing here? I just made up a telenovela right there, Speaking of telenovela, they could win the hottest women in the universe contest if they did those, Daddy.
All I know
sure.
about that really is the 30 Rock run, where Alec Baldwin's character also looked exactly like a guy from a telenovela, and his name was Conquistador.
Oh, you didn't. So, dude, I was a big Conan O'Brien fan. I still love Conan, right?
Yeah.
But
you're right.
He used to do these remotes, and everywhere he did a remote, he would do a pop in on a soap on like the local soap opera in the
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
So he's done it in Italy, he's done it in Mexico, he did it in like like I think he was in like Norway or something. Like that was like his thing, and it was so funny, dude.
You know what? I
Awesome.
misspoke. The Alec Baldwin character was Generalissimo, and the 30 Rock storyline was that he was dating the number one rocket of all time, Selma Hayek, and her grandmother loved this telenovela, but Alec Baldwin looked just like the villain, the Generalissimo, so she wouldn't like sign off on him dating Selma Hayek.
God, I love that.
Anyway,
dude, that was in that show he dated Condi Rice and all that stuff.
All right, so what do we got, guys? We got first of all, we got
I'm going,
you guys are down with ex-wife.
Cause is can I generalize it and say slander in the book?
Sure.
Book.
We can give our own, you know what I mean, right? Like he can have a guess and I can have a guess, right?
Fine,
absolutely.
Liam, have your own guess.
Liam likes stealing money. Maddie likes slander, right? Does that sound about right?
And I like the ex-wife. God, I
stealing
think
money.
It's a shoe.
We're in agreement. We're in agreement on ex-wife. I think she threw some kind of like paint or something on him to make him look big.
Right. So Liam's going stealing money and paint, and Maddie's going slander and shoe, and everyone likes ex-wife.
Yes.
No, we don't like it. We love it.
All right, guys. This is a tough run here, guys. This is a tough run here, and I know it was a complicated story. Tough run here. So what happened was our main man, Mr. Robles, kissed this like full on like open mouth kiss this forward from the soccer team of Spain after they won the World Cup. And it was clear from the beginning, she was like, no, like leave me be. No, he's a dude and yeah, right. Well, who knows, right? I don't know. In Spain, I don't even know if those things exist in Spain. Right. And then so he got a little backlash from that. The reason he became disgraced is because he went on an insane anti-feminism, anti-woke campaign claiming that he had not only done nothing wrong, put up videos of him on the street, like walking up to women being like, would it be okay with you if I gave you a kiss? And then if a woman said yes, he would, and be like, see, I'm an attractive man. Like there's nothing wrong. These women, she should have been grateful that I bestowed that on her. So he leaned into it.
So he doubled down.
He went heel. He's full heel.
He quadrupled down. So he's so he names his book ironically, Kill Robles. Like, so it's this big sappy book of like, I've got such a raw deal here. And, everyone wants to kill me, but I'm just a normal guy. And, these women should be happy that, yada, yada, yada. He read the room very poorly.
Clearly.
And then at his book signing, his uncle stood up and started pelting him with eggs. And nobody knows why. Nobody knows why the uncle was there. Nobody knows why he showed up and pelted him with eggs. The uncle was not in the book. He did not tell stories about his family. It was just kind of his like rehabilitation book of like, here's why you guys got me all wrong. And then apparently like tripled down again.
Just means he's a shitbag and his own family just hates him anyway.
And his uncle showed up probably to be like, stop disgracing us. Stop disgracing our name. Why are you writing a book about this? Just go the hell away. Pelted him with eggs. So I know it was a tough story.
So the cause was it was you couldn't answer it, right?
There was became disgraced just by like quadrupling down on a bad.
I thought the cause. I thought you meant by the cause of like why they threw it at him. Okay.
Yeah, no, because of disgrace, and also like he was then found guilty for like sexual misconduct in February of 2005.
Oh, you don't say.
And still,
what was his name?
And still, Luis Robles, and still.
No, I mean the guy. It's a gay joke.
That was a good joke. And still like refuses to admit that he's ever done anything wrong or weird the entire.
Listen, this is Spain. If I want to kiss woman, I kiss woman. Come on. It's my machismo.
That was essentially his entire public defense of like, she should be thanking me. Exactly.
Come on.
Look at me. You don't think she wanted to kiss me?
That was.
You don't think she wanted to kiss me?
That's where he went with it. Like,
Come on.
She wishes she could. People were like, no, bro, that's
Burn, could we
what?
do this skit then?
We sure can.
Because think about this, Burn. You play Luis Robles, right? And you're just, I don't know. I kiss women, and
I
women like to kiss
say,
me, and I say I kiss women, and they like it, and that is me. I'm man, and
I
men kiss
charge.
women and like it. And then I
I
stand
don't
up,
even charge
stop
any
disgracing
money.
our
I
family.
don't even charge any money. It's free kisses.
I kiss you for free.
I kiss you for
me.
free.
I give this to you.
You tell your family they love you now because I kiss you. I give you
Burn,
kisses.
I don't know. I mean, if that's not it. And then I just stand up and I say, I am your uncle.
Prepare to die. Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. I am your uncle. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
I mean, I think we're just genius right now.
I think we're working it. So that was my weird one.
Great one. Great stuff. Love no classic ASL and a hot new gimmick there. Love it, love it, love it. LeSchmigley, we're going to you. Round us out, Big Daddy.
Well, you love the no classic ASL. Well, we're going right back to it. All right.
Love it.
Classic ASL. So we've got a resident of one of the states, one of the United States,
of
who
America.
allegedly called 911 14 times. Caller then struck when sheriffs showed up. The caller then struck the sheriff's deputy in the face as they were being asked to stop calling 911. Also told the deputy, in any other situation, I would probably have to kill you, or I would have probably killed you. Says this to the cops when they show up. This person was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, and misuse of 911. Their bail is $35K. It's a pretty simple story. I just want to know, what reason do you think they had to call 911 14 times
If this
and then
is
became enraged?
If this is chickens again, if this is eggs. No, go ahead.
It's not
Sorry, Liam.
chicken. So what situation do you think you need to be in to call 911 14 times and then become enraged when police show up? And you can hit the ASL too.
All right. So, can I ask this? The sheriff's deputy that responded, was it a man or a woman?
It was several officers. So it may have been men and women. But it was a male. It was a male officer.
I'm thinking
it was a male officer that got hit though.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. So it was a male officer that was struck in the face. I'm thinking this, Burn. I think it's a woman, right, that was calling, because women are fucking nuts. We know this. Rishnell, you know what I mean? So then that's how you go. I think it's a woman. I'm thinking 60s. And I mean, my mind goes right to Florida, Daddy. Can it not? Can it not? Right? I'm thinking, I don't know the reason though. Reason's tough. God, it's got to be something like.
Reason is tough, and the reason's a bonus because it is going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Okay. So calling 911 14 times again. Last week we had a dude who called 911 over some eggs. I'm not saying that both sexes can equally abuse 911 privileges.
He didn't call it, but he didn't call it 14
He called it
times.
once. He didn't get the answer he liked, and then he shot at his friends. So 14 times suggests to me that maybe we're dealing with a female here. There's a pervasive problem.
Well,
it's something crazy, but she can't understand why they're not coming to handle this. To her, it's totally rational that 911 would respond to this problem. So much so that she keeps calling back and being like, where are you guys? What do you mean you can't send a car for that? That's insane.
I wonder if it's something too, something mundane, these crickets outside are so loud,
right?
That I can't do anything. These crickets are so loud. Can you please do something about the crickets? You know,
or like a neighbor cutting their grass. Like, sorry,
or
lady, you know what I
if
mean?
it's
Like, but
Florida,
like
they
they
got
gotta
an
cut.
alligator out back or
They gotta cut
something.
their grass. But I think
Yeah.
911 shows up for an alligator out back in Florida.
Maybe it's the dog. Maybe they got a dog
I
barking.
think half of what 911 in Florida does is just show up and remove alligators.
Yeah.
If history is any,
that's an everyday.
that's an everyday thing. That's no
They're
big
fighting
deal.
gators on the reg.
They're already there.
Florida.
They're like, you got it, man. We'll send the alligator truck right over for you.
Yeah. What if this is some backwoods ass northwestern area with a moose? Huh?
I don't
Maybe
think
he's
it's
like,
an
hey,
animal.
I got this moose in my yard.
I don't think it's an animal. I think 911 has to deal with that. I think it's like a noise complaint for something reasonable, like someone like cutting their grass or like doing something normal, or like those kids down the street are playing basketball again.
They're swimming in the backyard and they keep swimming.
That's what I mean. Like, I think it's something unreasonable that 911 doesn't show up until they showed up to be like, you're in trouble now. Like, you're now in trouble for abusing this. And then she slapped the cop and said, you're lucky I don't kill you, or normally I would have killed you by now.
Burn, do you remember this? This is a little guess the news history.
Okay, good. You know? I'm down for whatever clues you got.
Do you remember a couple months ago I had the story about the kid in Germany who tried to talk down the price of a fucking sausage?
The hot sauce. Yeah. This guy just wouldn't take $4 for an answer.
He said $3.50 and I want my 50 cents and it's $4. Right, the whole thing. Great episode available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. But either way, Burn.
Yeah, I
that's
think
the kind of animal we're dealing with.
I think so. I think this is a noise complaint or someone doing something that's totally normal and rational to do and not in an offensive way.
Burn.
A grill? Is it a grill? There's smoke coming in my yard?
No, Burn. I figured it out.
Burgers next door?
I solved it again. I
can't wait.
I'm a fucking detective here. This is what it is. You got an old biddy.
Yes.
Old biddy, right? She can be in Florida. She can be in Kentucky. She can be in Nebraska. Doesn't matter. Old biddy got her hands on some Eddie Bells. All right? Whacked down a couple Eddie Bells. Got all whacked up. Started calling 911 saying I'm too fucking high right now. I've never done this before and I'm too high. I ate 2 bites of an edible and my son said only eat 1 bite. And I don't know what side is up.
No. Maddie, no, I think no, because 911's got it. If someone calls and says, I've ingested a drug and I'm having a reaction, 911 has to show up for that.
Even if it's fucking an edible?
It cannot take 14. An old lady calls and says, I've ingested a drug and I'm having an adverse reaction. 911, if it took 911 14 calls to get there, they're all fired. Like, you got to show up for that. I think this is, my neighbor is grilling hamburgers and the smokes is upsetting my dog. Or like the kids down the street are playing basketball and now my cat can't sleep. Like, this is something ridiculous.
Oh man!
But I do think old lady. I do think older lady. 60 plus female. Let's get there. Are we good on 60 plus female?
60 plus female, of course.
So we're good there. We're good there. So now it's location.
Like Florida?
We still like Florida. Of course, we like Florida. There's nothing about this.
We don't like it. We love it.
That suggests it couldn't be in Florida. We're gonna go Florida. The bonus, the 911 call is what we're dealing with. I think this is normal neighborhood activity that this woman is just like not having. Like whether
it's swimming pool. Is that
kids
weird?
Are too loud
swimming pool?
No, kids are too loud in the pool.
They're letting their dog swim in the swimming. They're letting their dog swim. You see this? I'm calling you again. They're letting the dog swim in the pool.
They're endangering the dog's life.
They're endangering the dogs and letting the dog swim in the pool.
Ma'am, listen, it's their dog. It's their pool. They're allowed to let the dog swim in the pool. And then another phone call, then another phone call, then another phone call. Then a cop shows up and she slaps him and was like, how dare you endanger that dog's life? I ought to fucking murder you. Dog in the pool, Liam. Dog in the pool.
Or it could be pool again. They're letting the kids swim right after eating. It's 30 minutes. I said 30 minutes before you can swim. And they're letting them swim.
This is nosy neighbor bullshit. This is nosy neighbor weirdo bullshit for sure. So yeah, something with neighbors, just tattling on neighbors for things that they're doing that aren't illegal. I think pool is fine. Noise is fine. It's too loud in the pool. Let's combine them. They're being too loud in the goddamn pool.
Too
The
loud
dog's
in the
barking in the pool. Too loud in the
Something's
pool,
in the
Liam.
pool. It's the pool.
Liam, we got a 60-plus-year-old woman in Florida, and they're being too loud in the pool.
Schmigley, how off are we?
Okay, so this was a hard one, so
Very
cut
much
yourself
a
some
lot.
slack.
So we got nothing.
This was a woman in Gainesville, Florida. Okay.
Okay.
So Florida.
All right.
So you hit on Florida. Female's
You hit on
good.
lady.
30 is the age, not 60.
Damn
And
it.
the reason is completely absurd. So this woman went into a McDonald's and locked herself in the bathroom. Okay. So the McDonald's employees call the cops and say, hey, we got a lady in here, locked in the bathroom. Cops get there and they're like, hey, come on, what's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, let us help you out. Okay. She comes out. She's like, you know what? I need a ride, but my phone's dead. So the cop generously charges the phone for her. But once she gets the phone charged, she says, okay, hold on. I'm going to go call my ride. And calling her ride was calling 911 and requesting the ride and requesting a ride home while cops are there already. She did this 14 times. Yeah, note that a ride home, and then not only that, when she's sitting there calling 911 over and over again, the cop's like, "Hey, if you can't find a ride, we'll give you one." And then that's when she lost it. Like, how
She's like,
dare
no,
you?
I'm calling my ride. It's
Yeah, I would
911.
have called you. Yeah. And
I
like-
know how to get home. Thank you very much.
She's like, I know these guys. I've gotten rides from them before. And they're like, yeah, it was us.
Who did she think 911 was going to send?
Ugh.
Cops.
Like 911. So wait. Lishmigs. This lady locked herself in a bathroom in McDonald's in Gainesville, Florida. Right?
Yep.
She wouldn't get out of the bathroom, so the McDonald's manager called 911 and was like,
hey, yeah.
Can you please? We have a crazy. It's McDonald's in Florida, and then third time this week. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So then
everybody who works here is 13. We're not equipped to handle this.
Right. This lady
Nor
used to be
should
our
we.
teacher. Then she was
No.
bit on a gator, got hooked on opioids, the whole thing. Right.
Uh-huh.
So then they get to the bathroom, and the lady was, dude, she could have been dealing with a hard heater. Right.
Uh-huh.
Phone dies. Nothing worse than the boring shit. I mean, do you guys remember boring shits back in the day? Brutal.
I've read plenty of shampoo bottles in my day,
Yeah.
Maddie. You know?
Right.
It's whatever's
Kids
around.
don't know. Kids
Or like
do
idea.
not know.
counting designs or something on the wall or whatever. Yeah.
Tiles, counting the tiles. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, kids do not know. What a boring, come on.
Yeah, they don't know
So
they don't know what we've been through.
Oh, that's real tough. So this lady, she's taking a boring shit. She's like, fuck, I just need to charge my charger. God damn it. Oh, God, this is the worst. Cops show up. Hey, you're in luck. We'll charge you up. Charge up your phone. No longer boring shit. Fun stuff. Right? And then the lady is just like, okay, well, I'm going to try and finish this at my house. I couldn't really get it done here. Yada, yada, yada. Got a whole setup at home. And they're like, okay. And then she calls 911 so originally the McDonald's manager called 911, then the lady started calling 911 and called 13 times.
That seems to be the case. Yeah. Yep, that seems to be the case.
I mean, Florida, thank you, Vern. We gotta do this, right? Imagine
Florida is the gift that keeps on giving.
It's
you know
the
what I mean?
greatest. I mean,
it's like
it's
an infinite. It's like an infinite. It's an infinite weird news glitch. Is just look for. You could just type Florida in the search bar, and you'll get something that happened this week.
Every time.
Not only is it just like stuff that happened in Florida throughout time, like something is happening right now that might be on our next show in Florida right now as we speak.
Second. Yeah, probably is. This is what I'm thinking for the skit. Liam plays the McDonald's manager. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Calls or then this actually happens. It's Liam as the McDonald's manager. Then the cop show up like, hey, you guys called us about the person that won't leave your bathroom at McDonald's here. And then Liam being like, yeah, they've been in there for 7 hours and they won't get out. And I got a math test tomorrow and it's worth 4% of my grade. So I really need to get home and study. Right? And then the police goes, hey, and I'll play the cop, right? Burns obviously going to play the lady on the shitter,
Of course.
And then, now, hey, lady, what we doing? Hey, police, what we doing? And then it's like, I need my phone to charge and I'll call my ride and I'll leave. I promise. Okay, charge your phone. Boom, call your ride. Bam. All right, I'm calling my ride. Now I went, hello? Yeah, hello. I'm in the bathroom. I know. I'm outside the door. That's what we're doing. Yeah. That's it, right there.
Yeah,
man, I'm looking at you right now.
Just look outside. We have people dispatched there right now.
They just showed up. It's us. We've been here the whole time.
Yeah. Like, all right, that's it. Okay, good shit tonight, boys. Another fucking great episode. Crushed once again.
Monster.
Loved every second of it. Monster episode, monster day, monster time, monster life. We're killing, crushing, loving. Anyone got anything before we get out of here?
No birds.
Love it. Very
and
good. Well,
speaking of Giants.
Yep. Speaking of the Giants sucking a big old fat hairy hog, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Guess the News. I'm Matt Lavelle, he's Burn Podcasty, and that's Liam Reese. And in case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Handle us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you this incredible content. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks. See ya!